Hi there, this is Dr. Saraswati from Department of Resource Management of Narslingham Institute for Home Science. The topic for the day would be Residence Stay Program, its concept, objectives, organizing the residence stay, planning, menu and duties, budget, effective management of resources in the residence stay program. Home science, a branch of knowledge with systemic base, has developed rapidly. It has gained due credit in India also, and this is clear from the fact that it has been integrated in the syllabus at different stages of education, both abroad and in India. So prominence is being laid on making this subject more useful and appropriate to the Indian milieu at all levels of the lessons. So stress is being given to employ various conventional and contemporary methods to teach the subject so as to reach the common household. So residence stay, as you all know, is one of the established and conventional method of teaching. So home science, under the division of resource management, this subject is being taught. So this course offers an excellent opportunity for the practical training in the management of the home. So the course included in the syllabi is popularly identified as practice house, practice cottage, home management houses in various institutions. Home-like atmosphere is provided to the students where skills of performing all household activities are being exposed. Now the students undertaking the course performing the household activities using the available resources wisely and run and manage the household to the best of their abilities. The management process basically includes 3 steps: planning, controlling and evaluating. Each student playing a dual role as a student and as a homemaker uses our management skill to manage the household task as they attend the college regularly and manage the residence also. The philosophy, background situation and the environment of the institution govern the role and the work played by each student during her stay. The fundamental tasks do not differ in any institution, which includes staying in groups, planning, controlling and evaluating the finance, food, time and energy, care of the house, leisure, best possible utilization of the individual and group ability. The importance of residence stay in home science education and its modern concept. Home management is a study which is the key to success of homemaking, helps the women to equip themselves to meet the demands upon them by the society and the home. Residence stay brings forth the practical feature of management and provides a situation which approximates the environment and convenience of the well-managed house. This course provides an opportunity to the students to build upon the practical application of management to home-like situation, says Gross and Grandel. It is more effective in meeting the needs of a particular student. It helps the student to develop awareness of managerial functions of the resources and decision-making and evaluation of the activity. As Reed suggests, in residence stay, the students get a chance to make decisions and to carry them out in action in an independent way. The stay provides an opportunity to the students to use limited resources to solve their managerial problems. It acts as an eye-opener for them to understand the fact that homemaking is a cooperative activity and not an individual affair. This stay aids them to develop certain basic skills and tasks that are necessary for good housekeeping. Students become aware of the importance of management of resources and also to weigh the values and formulate goals and making new decisions. Opportunities are provided to the students to use the resources wisely and evaluate their actions. Group stay also provides them with virtues like cooperation, adjustment and tolerance. What could be the aims and objectives of, according to Hayes in 1928, home management course is 1. To develop an appreciation of the ideas of the house and the family in the home-like situation. 2. Developing knowledge of planning, decorating and furnishing of the house, its care and maintenance and hospitality. 3. Along with the understanding of the budgeting of time and money to maintain the home with great efficiency. Vickers in 1971 says that students perceive the residence stay as valuable in the area of social competence, overall management, experience, appreciation of decorative principles, grouping of furniture, meal planning and marketing. Residence course itself appears to develop the student awareness on management of resources, decision making and evaluation in different situations. The main aim of home management residence is to create and give experience for the student member to successfully be in a group and to entertain, work Organization of the house. It is essential for the student to undergo the residence course before the graduation for at least 7 days. Each group modifies the organization of the house according to their taste and preference. Setting individual goals and group goal is an essential part of the residence program. Examples for individual groups can be preparing new recipes and select appropriate furnishing and entertain the guests, live harmoniously and celebrate function and entertain the guests. Standard setting for the lifestyle and work performance in the residence is also essential. Example for standard setting could be standard menu, standard in cleanliness and standard in the etiquette. Every student cluster will set up their own goals, own calendar, time plan, menu plan, rotation of the duty chart, budgets and so on. One cluster would wish to develop the skill in entertaining or decorating. The other wish to emphasize a rapport development within themselves. So work allotment and the allocation of duties are discussed among the group members and they divide it into the number of jobs desired, usually having a job for each person for each day. So after division of the work has been decided, they would determine the activities to be performed for each duty. Now decisions must be made on the lines that activities must be performed as equal as possible and should alternate light and heavy jobs such as assisting in the preparation of food before responsible for all food preparation. Every case is unique in its own way. Some would be left to the judgment of the group. Example would be free time can be taken and it can be either by the individual or as a group as a whole, and the amount and the type of entertainment and the determining the distribution of the part of the budget used for the flexible items like entertainment, meal out, reading material and so forth. Decision and plan should be given a real form so that the group members can continuously verify, check that they are doing their duties and responsibilities in such a way that the evaluation can take place. The plan for the group work should be shown by the list of activities under the heading of each job. A chart showing the rotation of jobs and the dates during which each person holds a particular job will be necessary in the home management calendar. A calendar will also show a planned entertainment and a free time. The total money collected needs to be planned and the management for the menu and duty chart should be decided by the staff advisor and the student. A market list should be prepared and time schedule is written every day by the student. A small project works need to be planned and carried out during their leisure time activity. The prime objective of this particular stay would be practice the knowledge gains in the theory, set goals and standards, practice the household responsibility, manage resources effectively, learn to live in groups, imbibe values, make decisions, foresee problems, develop skills, develop positive attitude and development of leadership qualities, and undertake dual responsibility. Now practice and knowledge gained in the theory. The knowledge gained through this experience may be listed as identifying values, goals and standards, decision making, food management, time and energy management, work simplification techniques, use of equipment including labor saving devices, money management and interior decoration. During the stay in the home management house, the student get opportunities to put into the practice the knowledge that they have gained in the home-like situation. Rotation of work. If a residence stay consists of 6 students into one group, they perform the various tasks of cook or assistant maid or a helper, treasurer or an account keeper, hostess, maid, assistant cook, etc. 6 duties are to be allocated to each student and they are usually asked to perform these duties. Household responsibility. There are innumerable responsibilities to be shouldered in the home. Generally, the homemaker by herself or with the assistance of the other family member or paid help, depending upon the work culture, perform the various activities. Since a group of students reside in the home management residence, the students need to share the responsibility in turn so as to give experience in all activities involved in the running a house. These responsibilities are grouped under different roles depending upon the number of students and rotation among them. Care needs to be taken to the group related activities under each aspect. The proper allocation of work is also very important. We will look into the different aspects of the duties which is to be taken by the students. Cook, assistant cook, hostess, maid, waitress, treasurer, assistant maid. Cook. She plans the menu and cook the food pre-planning, cleans the kitchen, washes the vessels used for cooking, plans for a new serve, prepare a market list and weigh the ingredients before cooking. She should prepare tea, breakfast, lunch, snacks and dinner and help in the serving aspects too. Pre-activities before lunch and dinner and laying table is also a part of her work. Now, the work of the assistant cook would be to help in the preparation of food along with the cook, to help in serving food, snacks, lunch, dinner, table setting, clearing the table after meals, etc. Preparation of the list of provision and other items used in the menu should be prepared, and also to calculate the per day cost. Any other help required should be done as and when it is required. The waitress. She sets a table for meals and serves the food, clear and clean the table after meals and collect the water for cooking, and she will clean the vessels used for serving. Maid. She is in charge for the overall cleanliness and she cleans the front yard, put column, sweeps all the rooms, removal of garbage, cleaning the storage, arranging the house and bringing drinking water, sweeping and mopping floors, dusting, changing curtains and bedspreads, table linens, etc. and removing the cobwebs and cleaning the utensils. Assistant maid is to help the maid in her duty. The treasurer. She needs to keep the accounts complete, per day, cost of expenditure in the house, maintenance of accounts using an account book, submission of time schedule and purchase item. Now she is also involved in purchasing, buying vegetables, milk, etc. and receiving and entertaining the guests and help in the other duties. Hostess, she is responsible for coordinating other works, maintenance of the house, decorates the house and prepare them a menu and duty chart. Now, the assistant maid, as explained earlier, cleans the backyard, mop the floor, empty the dustbin, wash and iron lines and maintain the garden. In the absence of the assistant maid, the maid will have to do the responsibilities of the cleaning, and the responsibility listed cover a major part of the household activity except few aspects such as the care of the children and the elderly. Now, looking into the group duties, planning and organizing the house, preparing the rotation chart, furniture arrangement and decorating the house, preparation of invitation cards, purchasing the grocery and other required items, account maintenance, evaluating the duties of each other, self-evaluation and group evaluation, arranging for the evaluation of the teachers, performing each duty effectively, cooperation and understanding, good relationship among the inmates from the group activities. Now, group finance. In the residence stay, students have to handle their own money and make their own budget for the 6 days. Students may experience variation in the most important items of the group expenditure like food, and in less important items like service and entertainment. So, the main important items of expenditure to be followed in the residence stay would be food grains, fuel or the cooking gas, milk and vegetable, maintenance and stationery, rotation of the duty chart, time plan, menu card and remark book. Whatever amount the students contribute for the residence stay shall be distributed under the following heads. Manage of resources. So, the resources are generally limited, hence wise management of resources are important among the various resources like time, energy and money, and they have to be handled happily in the residence stay. We look into the time management. Time is the central resource around which the use of all resources evolves. As a result, it needs to be managed carefully. As conditioned along with the classwork, the student need to do other duties allotted to them. The time demanded to obtain the standard expected by the student in the house stay are more flexible. The students are responsible for only one phase of work. Thus, to manage the time, students are asked to maintain a time schedule notebook. Use of time and energy are interrelated, and when time is expected for an activity, energy is also utilized. Effort to conserve time leads to the conservation of energy. Planning the use of time makes one time conscious, which is one of the stepping stones for efficiency. The following table shows the time management. The following table shows the time management. The following table shows the time management. Now we look into the money management. It is an important aspect to be managed. It can be done efficiently by planning the budget, and one should see the requirement of the members within the family and plan accordingly with some amount set aside for saving. The money collected must be managed skillfully by planning the budget where all the members are satisfied. Money management involves budgeting, which is planning for spending the money. Maintaining an account is also an essential aspect of money management. In the residence, food is a major item of expenditure since home science education catered to students from various income groups and localities. Care needs to be taken to decide on the style of living. Spending plan for limited amount will help to practice to live within the allotted amount. This will also involve comparison of price of commodities in different shops, bargaining. The residence budget may also have the following components which is being exhibited in the table. The daily menu should be balanced, nutritious, yet inexpensive, and locally available food material will help to bring down the cost of the food. To avoid unnecessary expenditure, check what is on hand and buy the quantity that is being required. Account should be maintained in the book to know the money is being spent. Hence, for the money spent and the item bought, bills and vouchers should be procured. Each voucher should have a number and the format should be used. Maintaining the records is shown in the following table. Every day, the treasurer should write the account to tally the account. So, she should calculate the amount spent on each day, check the cash on hand, total expenditure page versus, and calculate the total expenditure for the whole stay. Check the money spent on each category of expenditure. Then, the group living will ensure adjustment, cooperation, concern for others, love and affection, and respect for others. These are the examples of human values which can be practiced inside the residential stay. Teachers and peer groups influence the value of the students in the conductive setup if given an opportunity to understand the worth of certain values. Home management residence experience offers many changes to imbibe important values. Make decisions. Decision making is the crux of management. Every day, decisions are taken by all the students, and many of these are habitual decisions. Examples are time of getting up in the morning, eating breakfast, and scheduled time, etc. Snap decisions are made at the spur of the moment without making any analysis of the pros and cons due to urgencies such as receiving guests, a number of or a member, or an emergency. Home management resident experience are being provided to make the decision both individual and group decision. The type of flower arrangement to be made and the color combination to be used may be individual decisions. Decisions on the celebration of a festival and conducting parties may require group decision. Foresee problems. In the residence say, alternatives should be ready on hand to tide over any problem situation such as exhaustion of cooking fuels, electricity failure, and storage of water, and so on. Developing skills, attitude, and leadership qualities. The stress is laid on the performance of the activity by the individual member and to improve themselves. In efficiency, example scope is being provided for the development of skills, attitude, and leadership qualities. Further, group living also ensures these aspects, and the provisions made for leisure time activities help one to utilize a leisure profitably. I wish to conclude to say that stress is laid on the performance of the activities by individual members and to improve their efficiency. So, in cases of efficiency, scope is being provided to develop the skills, attitude, and the leadership qualities in a residential stay. Further, group living also ensures these aspects can be developed in the stay during the syllabi. So, the provision made for leisure time activities helps one to utilize the leisure hours profitably, and activities like table napkin making, cushion covers, and table covers are also possible during their leisure activity. So, interest in work, meeting the dual responsibilities, systemic approach to work, and improving the efficiency are some of the attributes which can be developed during their residential stay. So, one automatically develops self-confidence too. All these lead to developing certain qualities which is essential to be a leader. Thank you.